Hi, it's so great to see you. We are talking everything about exercise and fitness after you have a baby. So if you want to jump right into a safe postpartum workout, click the link above and it'll take you right to one of my favorite postpartum workouts. It's one that I did, super safe, keep you moving after pregnancy. But I want to talk a little bit about what I recommend to all of my clients after giving birth. And I want to give you reasons behind it, because one thing I find is that women after they give birth are not given very clear instruction on what they should and shouldn't be doing. So we're going to talk about it today. So just to tell you about my history, I have been a physical therapist and Pilates teacher for 20 years. I do a lot with women's health. I work with women prenatal, postpartum, prolapse, IVF, hysterectomy, pelvic floor, separated abs, all of that. I also am a mom to two. So I have an almost 7-year-old and I have a 2.5-year-old. So my experience comes from both sides of that. My experience as a mom is having a very hard first birth. I experienced a prolapse. I had actually surgery 5 months ago for that prolapse. So I have been through both. I've done some really good, correct things for my body, and I've done some really not correct, not safe things for my body. So we're going to talk about all of that. So first thing is that your doctor is wonderful. Your OBGYN is meant to give you a healthy pregnancy, a healthy baby, send you on your way. What they don't know is exactly what to do for you after you give birth for your own body. And I say that with utmost respect. And for my own clients who are OBGYNs who come to me and say, Jessica, we don't know what to tell our clients to do with separated abs or with a prolapse. So what exercises would you give them? So honestly, that isn't going to be your best source for exercise guidance. This is why so many doctors say after 6 weeks, you can go right back to exercise, right? That's what you were probably told. Between 6 and 8 weeks, go back to do whatever it is you want to do. I will tell you why I don't agree with that. Many reasons. One, while you're pregnant, crazy changes happen in your body, you guys. So many changes. So we are talking our blood levels themselves. We have up to 50% more blood in our body. Our rib cage angle changes. Our ability to breathe changes. Our hormones change, and that includes something called relaxin, which is a hormone we get that loosens our ligaments. It's a good thing. We want the baby to be able to come out, so our ligaments loosen. All of that happens over 40 weeks. I promise you that it doesn't go back to normal 6 weeks after you give birth, okay? Especially if you're nursing. There is no way that we have our body the same 6 weeks after we give birth. We can't expect it to be the same. And yet we are told, not only from doctors, but social media and even well-meaning friends and all over the place, we're told that we should just get back to what we did before. I am here to tell you 100%, you are not going to immediately get back to what you did before. You physically can't, because our body's not ready for it. Our hormones have not gone back to where they were. Our blood levels have not gone back to where they were. All of that is still all over the place. So if nothing else, your ligaments are still really, really loose. And so it's not actually safe to get back to doing everything you did before you gave birth. Not to mention new activities, right, that we're all anxious to do. The thing is, I know also what it feels like to need stress relief, to want to feel strong, to want to move, to want to be back to kind of who we were before. I know that need. So we're going to talk about the safe things to do. But first thing is, please take the pressure off yourself that you should be doing everything at 6 or even 8 weeks or even 16 weeks after giving birth, okay? This is a time to let your body heal. And like I said, social media makes it really hard. And I know that. I 100% know how hard it is when you see some women saying, oh, I ran a marathon right after I gave birth. One, that might not be true. Okay, you can't believe everything you see. Two, it is not safe, all right? So try to take that comparison game out of it and just trust where you are in the process. Enjoy that baby or babies that you have. Understand that your body needs to heal, okay? So honestly, giving birth, while it might be a natural thing, is also very traumatic. A lot happens. You are still bleeding usually 6 weeks after. You have a placenta you delivered. That has to heal. Your pelvic floor has been stretched. Your abdominal muscles have been stretched. Research shows us that even if you don't have any incontinence right after giving birth, you might show symptoms 7 years later if you don't take care of yourself now. So give yourself a break. Give yourself some patience and grace, and I'll tell you what I recommend to my clients. Again, this is coming from experience as a PT, but also experience from someone who didn't do it right the first time around. So I tell everybody for 4 months, so that's 16 weeks, for 4 months after you give birth, you should avoid all running and jumping and crunching, so abdominal work, and planks. We're talking regular planks and side planks. I know that is not what everyone says. I understand it. I know you might be thinking, are you kidding? What can I do? There's so many things you can do, I promise. But again, for 16 weeks, don't run, don't jump, so no plyometrics, no crunching, no planks, no side planks. I'll tell you why. 1, you need your pelvic floor to heal, okay? If you go back to running right away, again, I told you how your ligaments are really, really loose and already those pelvic floor muscles are stretched. You're not giving them a chance to come back where they were. So all this downward pressure from running is making it even more loose. It just becomes much harder to heal and you can have many problems later on, okay? Including prolapse and incontinence and pain. Also, your diastasis, so your abdominal muscles have stretched during pregnancy. You want to give them a chance to go back together. If your abdominal muscles are stretched and you ask them to try to do a crunch 6 weeks after pregnancy, they can't, right? They're not grabbing hold of each other. You're actually making your diastasis worse. So same idea, you want to give them a chance to heal. That's what the no planks and no crunching does, is gives the abdominal muscles a chance to heal, okay? So that is what we're doing for that amount of time. Again, so that's for 4 months for everybody. I know it can feel like a long time, but at the same time, I talk to people, some experts who recommend a year of that. So 4 months, I feel like is really doable, even though in the midst of it, it might feel like a lot. Think of it as an investment in yourself and in your health and in your body. The things you can do, like I said, I have an entire postpartum workout here on YouTube. And then I also offer a 30-day postpartum workout calendar. So it's 4 weeks actually. It's a 4-week postpartum workout calendar. And it gives you workouts every single day that you can be doing that are safe. And you can start it immediately after the doctor allows you to get back to exercise. So we're talking about lunges and squats, a lot of leg work. We're doing arm work with weights. We're doing standing fun stuff. We're doing stuff on your back. We're doing stretching. There's a lot that you can be doing, but we're going to do it in a safe way. And we're going to do it to help not only your mental health and let you move, but also get you feeling better so that you're then ready at that 16-week mark to start doing the harder things, right? Doesn't that make more sense? Just when we think about it, it makes so much more sense to build up our strength and then get back to the hard stuff instead of jumping right into it. So again, from a PT, from a physical therapy perspective, if somebody twists their ankle, we put them on rest, right? We'll wrap it, we'll ice it and say, take 8 weeks off. I want you to completely rest. Then we start a very specific physical therapy program to get them strong again. We start with some strengthening. We start with some reformer and some calf raises, and then I'll allow some walking and then maybe some treadmill. Then finally, I let them get back to running. So if that's how we deal with an ankle sprain, why in the world would we let our bodies do these strange, amazing things for 10 months, for 40 weeks, take 8 weeks off, and then be like, oh, now I can do whatever I want again, right? If you compare it to that same idea of an ankle sprain, that's how I want you to think of it. We want to progressively get your body back to what you want for your goals, and we want to do it in a safe way. I honestly feel like I'm stronger now than I ever was before having my babies because I've learned so much about myself and I've done it in a safe way. Like I said, I also did it in an unsafe way, and I ended up with a bladder prolapse and then a rectocele and many other issues. Did I cause them? No, absolutely not. I just didn't help myself. I might have made it worse because I got into things way too fast, thinking it was okay. I was sprinting up and down my block at 7 weeks after giving birth because no one told me I shouldn't do it. And I saw everyone else doing it, and I just thought I should be able to. I know better now. So I'm passing off the information to you, especially now at this time when this is being recorded. We at least are 8 weeks into our stay-at-home orders. You might be in the same place. So I know many people can't get the help that they need. They might have had birth recently, or maybe you gave birth a year ago. These are the same principles that can help you now, okay? So I hope that gives you just a little bit of empowerment and that you know that there are things you can do, absolutely, and that hopefully it'll keep you safe and help you prevent some of the things that can happen if you jump back into that extreme exercise too fast. Either way, I wish you the absolute best. I'm here if you have questions. I'll leave a link below to that 28-day postpartum workout calendar because it's an awesome resource. So I'll put that link below, and I hope you have a really great day. Thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. Like and comment on this video and let me know what you thought. You can also always come over to jessicavalantpilates.com to find all the resources I have for living a healthy lifestyle, including full-length workout videos, healthy recipes, and a community I would love for you to be a part of. So I'll see you there.